the beacon for the nation.
All right, for a very long time now, as Muslims, we have been murmuring about some issues that are very pertinent, very critical issues that deserve a larger platform, deserve a bigger audience. We have been murmuring in small cocoons, issues that are very important to be discussed by all of us on a national level. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Faisal Kassim, and because of those issues, because we want to kill all those murmurings, we've decided to provide this platform. Yes, I'm talking about the Live Real Talk. Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Live Real Talk, where we are going to talk about these issues openly, without mincing words, of course, observing hijab and observing decorum. And in our inaugural episode this evening, we are going to talk about attractive mosques. Muslims over the years have been spending hundreds of millions, if not billions, in construction of the mosque, constructing attractive, beautiful mosques. But again, these mosques, how attractive are they to the women folk? How attractive are they to the youth? As a youth, can I walk in and feel welcomed inside those masajid? Inside those masajid that a lot of resources have been invested towards. Before I introduce my panelists, so together we are going to put this matter into perspective, just few figures to keep you thinking. According to a study, in 2015, Islam has at least 1.8 billion adherents, making about 24.1% of the world's population. This is according to the US-based research center known as PWE. And according to Al Bayan Daily, a report by Deloitte Dubai Islamic Economy Development Center estimated the current number of mosques in the world to be at least 3.6 million. It is said that the new mosque constructed in different countries, it is not adequate as it does not match the growing Muslim population. Still, by IRNA, that is Islamic Republic News Agency, reports Islam to be the largest, fastest growing religion globally. Over the past 15 years, we've seen quite a number of mosques coming up, and a number of them getting a facelift. Of course, hundreds of millions again going into construction. Is it time to shift focus and converting those mosques not only to just being prayer halls but active centers? Or rather, is it time to shift focus altogether? Instead of focusing on building nice, beautiful mosques, we go into community empowerment, or maybe think of a hospital. Anyway, all those questions are going to be answered by my amazing panelists this evening in studio. But again, before I introduce my panelists once more, I'm going to ask you a question. Besides the 5 daily prayers that you observe in your local mosque, how else does the mosque serve you? Joining me in studio this evening to discuss this topic, from my immediate right, we have the administrator of the largest mosque in the country. That's according to Wikipedia, the largest mosque in Kenya, Jamia Mosque. Said Abdallah, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for inviting me to your show.
Yes, brother. Yes. Welcome. And on my immediate left, we have the CEO of Masjid Al-Alamin Charitable Trust, Ali Khalid. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
Yes.
Honored to be here with you today.
We are honored to have you. And a man, a household name, a man who needs very little introduction, served as the CEO of Kisumu Muslim Association, meaning all mosques in Kisumu City, Dallas City, were under him. He also served as the manager of Masjid Rahma. At some point, was the most beautiful mosque in Nairobi, and currently he is the administrator of Shafi Mosque in Isli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Brother Muhammad Sultan.
Naam.
Karibu.
Asante sana.
Starting with you.
Naam.
Actually, Hurlingham Mosque started the spring of facelift
Naam.
way back in 2015.
Yes.
Do you think the investment is worth it?
Yes, the investment is worth it.
Why would you say so?
Because the mosque serves a very big number of Muslims around Kilimani area. And also it has an awqaf within the mosque, which helps in running the mosque. So the mosque is sufficient.
Self-sustainable, you mean?
Sustainable, yeah.
Again, besides the 5 daily prayers,
Yes.
the mosque, I'm sure, just looking at it, looking at the architectural engineering, I mean, I'm looking at hundreds of millions going into the construction.
No.
Besides the 5 daily prayers, what else are we looking at in the mosque?
It is a community hub for the Muslim community within that area. We do have a hall which is going to be renovated. And also there are plans to construct a new center for, in fact, the mosque is being run by the Kenya Arab Friendship Society, though I'm no longer there nowadays.
Yes.
But it is a hub that is attracting the Muslims within the whole of Kilimani area.
Okay.
And it also serves the DOD, the Department of Defense.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're going to get more to that and more to your current assignment. But again, just to bring in our viewers and our non-Muslim viewers, so as we travel together, remember you can find us on our social media platforms. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Horizontv Kenya. And for our Twitter lovers, hashtag Live Real Talk or hashtag Attractive Mosque is where you can find us. Let's interact and you can be part of this conversation. 21951 is our SMS line and 0711 707 707 is our call-in number. Call in, be part of the conversation. So as we travel together, Brother Ali Khalid, what's the actual definition of a mosque to begin with?
The mosque can be, it is a place where the Muslims come for prayer. It is a place where Muslims should be coming for all their problems when they have. I mean, if you look back in the Prophet's mosque and you look in the Sirah, there's much more to the mosque than just coming to be a prayer hall. So to me, a mosque is a community center for everybody and everyone, Muslims and non-Muslims. Yes.
Lovely. Brother Said, you have something to add on that or you have a different definition altogether?
No, I can't agree more. I think a mosque has to be a center where Muslim activities take place. Whether it's education, whether it is social activities, whether it's economic activities, somehow they have to have a linkage with the mosque. So the mosque must serve the community over and above the ritualistic aspects of Salah, important as they are.
Would you mind breaking down further?
I'll give you an example of Jamia Mosque. You know, we have a college here, which basically it's almost like free because we teach sign language, which I don't think there's any mosque in Kenya that teaches that. It's a unique kind of learning center where our deaf brothers come and get some learning. We have a tailoring at the same college. We offer tailoring tailoring for our sisters.
Yes.
Where at the end of the course, our sisters get a free sewing machine to help them, with their life.
Okay.
So there are some things that we could learn here at Jamia where our station here, Horizon TV. It's
Yes.
right in the heart of the mosque.
Lovely.
So these are some of the things we want to really showcase and let other mosques benchmark.
In a nutshell, a mosque should have something beyond the ritualistic perspective of it, coming down and praying and leaving.
Definitely, we should have.
And as
beyond
Jamia,
that.
what you've decided to do, being a mosque within the CBD, you've put up colleges.
Yes.
Lovely. I'd like to talk to Brother Mohammed.
I don't know what he has.
Sure, sure.
A mosque, apart from being a place of worship, it is also a center for education and deliberations,
Okay.
where Muslims can come, sit, talk, and deliberate on different issues, be it political, economic, social, and so on and so forth. If you look at during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet himself used to sit down with his Sahabas and deliberate on matters affecting the Muslim Ummah, and they could find solutions into the problems that they were facing. Even matters to do with hunger, for instance,
Yes.
can be discussed in the mosque, and people can come up with a solution on how to mitigate on such issues.
Getting an analogy from the churches, maybe Ali Khalid, you can chip in on this. Getting an analogy from the churches, if you say a mosque should have things more than just the ritualistic coming in, praying and leaving. It should be an activity center.
No.
Where do we draw the line? I mean, as we can see, again, getting an analogy from the Christian religion, we are having the politicians using the podium to spread hatred and messages and replying each other. I mean, where do we draw the line?
Politics and mosque, you see, depends on what kind of politics.
Yes.
And there are some issues that might be tackled with scholarly opinions, which might be needed. But you see, politics, when you talk about politics, it is something that is in Islam, but now it comes to autonomous democracy.
Okay.
There is this requires some input from the ulama on how we can participate in this.
Yes.
But be it politics, be whatever it is, there is an Islamic perspective on everything. So as Muslims, we can be able to discuss our differences and discuss them on a mutual ground that will not carry hatred. I mean, we have our differences. Even in Islam, we have the four mostly used madhahib of in Islam.
Basically, you mean objectivity.
Yes. So,
but again, how easy is it to actually achieve objectivity in a highly sensitive community like Islam?
okay, let me go back to this. You see, the mosque is not a mosque without a leadership.
Okay.
And it depends on what the people who are staying there might find beneficial to discuss inside the mosque.
Okay.
Every place has its own challenges.
Yes.
You could have places that even discussing child upbringing could bring a lot of chaos. So the mosque needs to have some leadership. The leadership in the mosque are able to give a direction on what is to be discussed on the podium. Even I think it's Imam Shafi, when he was in a different type of different place, he gave a different fatwa from another place when he was.
Yeah.
So the leadership of the masajids need to be very critical, need to be very informed, that they can make decisions on what is to be discussed in the mimbar and what is not to be discussed in the mimbar.
Wow. Lovely.
And just to add on what he has said,
Yes.
is that if a mosque is opened without some guidance, definitely the congregation or the people who come for prayers in that mosque
Yes.
will be divided.
Okay.
Because where we are coming from, we have different political ideologies.
Yes.
So if we go to the mosque and we bring those differences into the mosque,
Yes.
definitely things will not be okay. So the mosque management has to give some guidance on how and who should come into the mosque and speak to the people.
Lovely. We're going to get to that about mosque management and mosque ownership, because you have some masajid which are being run as personal property. Said, you're banning for an input.
I just wanted to add.
Yes.
You know, there is a difference between discussing maybe something that is political in nature and being partisan.
Okay.
I think what we should be careful about is to avoid being partisan. You know, if you're going to bring somebody of party X,
Yes.
and he comes up and now he's bidding his agenda in the minbar,
Yes.
then we are at risk.
Yes.
But if you're going to discuss maybe the Qadis courts,
Yes.
this is an issue that the entire Ummah is affected. Now, we need to, if that needs to be discussed, then the member should be open for that discussion. If you're going to discuss hijab, you're going to discuss things that we know these things, one way or another, they're going to directly affect our Ummah.
Okay.
So at that point, there's no issue. We have to discuss them and find a solution to these issues. But we have to avoid partisanship, where we just jump on a certain bandwagon and move on with it.
Thank you so much. Just from our Facebook page, Saleh Slim is watching. Halima Ibrahim says, Jamia, good initiative, but your madrasas are very expensive. The mosque is used as a place of education, worship, and a community center. As my director, Sulaiman Nachas of Tumbo, is going to show you some of the attractive masajid, because you're talking about attractive mosques in the world. As he's going to show you some of the attractive mosques, I just want to confirm one thing. We are all aware that, we are all agreeing that the investments in these masajids are worth it.
Yes, they are.
We are also in consensus that these mosques should be converted to centers and not just prayer halls.
Yes.
But again, the activities in that particular center, would anyone maybe volunteer before I point out? And what are some of the activities besides Jamia being a CBD mosque? As he's saying, they have colleges, which is quite relevant to their setup. What about Shafi Mosque? What are you doing besides the 5 prayer?
Just let me take you back a bit.
Yes.
It's not converting them.
Yes.
If you look at the mosque of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
Yes.
it was a mosque and also a community center.
Okay.
And it could bring the Muslims together and so on and so forth. All activities of the Muslim community were being done in the Prophet's mosque.
Lovely.
So we are not actually converting them, but we are reverting back to what
the actual definition of a mosque.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'd like to hold out on that because I'm told we have to go on a very short break. My director and my executive producer, Ali Rashid Mochua, in conjunction with the whole crew at the transmission, thank you so much. We're going to go on a very short break, but don't you forget, 21951 is our SMS line. Someone just texted me saying that he has a question. I'm waiting for that question. 0711707707 and Horizontv Kenya on all our social media platforms. Talk to me. Let us hear what you have to say. This after a very short break.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Abu Najma with kids. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We love a prophet. We love a prophet. We love a prophet. We love a prophet. Abu Najma with kids. Abu Najma with kids. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Hadith. La 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 la. La 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 la. Salam Allah.
Join me every week for only 30 minutes to know more about our beautiful country Kenya. Kuna watu wa sita walishikwa. Kenya. It's fun. Sasa kompyuta kwa Kiswahili inaitwaje?
Kompyuta tajulia wapi? Shuleni bala.
Cha mkufu mwanaku ha. Akiha hu. Akiha hu bado kuna nusu ingine imebaki.
It's educative.
Kongo Karoba, Bidi Kagia, Oshengoreko, Fred Kubai.
Which Khalifa's time was the Quran compiled? Different cultures. Different languages. India. All this is celebrating diversity. Wait. I like you, Masai. This is the Street Quiz Show.
مثل صادق عن التأسيس والعمران.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are now at the Arena 1.
Just stand down.
And over here we have player of the day.
I'm back to beat Hamza's team.
Is it time?
I chose Surah Al-Mutaffifin. I don't know the names, but Nabi Isa said, I am a slave of Allah. Is it Prophet Luqman?
1 point for this team.
Welcome to Active Sunday.
Things which will happen at the last day, which is very shocking.
Waylun lil mutaffifin.
That's not fair because I wasn't here.
It's a happy, happy, happy day. Oh, what a happy day it is for Active Sunday.
Walk with us as we tell you the stories of our society.
Wengine atavaa mtandio kichwani utafikiri ni kijihandkerchief.
Enzi za wakati wa kusema ati alisema akasisitiza akihutubia wanahabari, enzi hizo hazipo tena.
Kwa kuchimbua na kunakili matukio kwa undani.
We want to create current awareness
ranging from adventure, human interest and inspirational stories.
Ili kuweza kukuelimisha, kukuburudisha na kukubumbuisha.
Words have been said, but now it is time to lay the foundation that will impact the world.
Terrorism is terrorism, no matter who is behind the trigger.
Angalia Uislamu ulipoanza ulianzaje? Ulianza kwa istidraj, ulianza kwa polepole. Wewe Adam alayhi salam, si umeonyeshwa kwamba ni bora kuliko malaika? Hawa malaika wamekusujudia wewe. Kwa hivyo hata ukiwa malakaini ni jambo kubwa kwa hakika, na wao wamekusujudia wewe. Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala anasema, wala talbisul haqqa, musichanganye haki au kweli bilbatili na uongo. Katika tembo kuna dhambi nyingi na faida kidogo. Ukiwa wewe soma Qur'ani, ni uzuri utizame katika msahafu, ufikirie yale unayoyasoma.
Qur'ani kitabu changu, Qur'ani mwongozo wangu, Qur'ani mwombezi wangu, Qur'ani pumbao langu, Qur'ani kitabu changu, Qur'ani mwongozo wangu, Qur'ani mwombezi wangu.
You're watching Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. Thank you so much, Director Suleiman Nachasa of Tumbo and producer of the Live Real Talk. Remember, you can join in the conversation. 21951 is our SMS line. Horizon TV Kenya on all our social media platforms. The hashtag is Live Real Talk. You can also use the hashtag Attractive Mosque. Let us hear what you have to say. Now, going back to it, Said, I'm going to start with you. By virtue of me constructing the mosque, does that make me the owner of that mosque, and hence I call all the shots in whatever is happening and who should be praying and who should come in and who should welcome in that mosque? Where do I stop? Where is my beginning? Where is my end? Because I'm asking this because some mosques are being run as personal properties by virtue of someone having sponsored the mosque or having some affiliation to the mosque.
You know, Kassim, the Quran clearly says that the masjid belong to Allah.
Yes.
So the construction, if you've constructed it for the sake of Allah, then you will not own it as a personal property. Of course, you're being the person who have invested so much and put your time and effort, you know, definitely you'll have some say in terms of maybe management or in terms of running here and there. But you should not, you cannot have any say against what is in the Quran and the Sunnah.
Lovely. Yes. Thank you so much. Because we have a call on air. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello.
Horizon TV, hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'd love to know your name and where you're calling us from, please.
This is Ali Wangula calling from Kakamega.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
This is Ali Wangula calling from Kakamega.
Yes, brother Ali. We are waiting for your question, brother.
My question is,
yes,
why is it that our donors are constructing this mosque?
Yes.
And forgetting to put an imam there who can lead.
Why is it that the donors are constructing the mosque and they're forgetting to put the imams? Thank you so much, Brother Ali from Kakamega. Your question will be answered. Thank you so much, Brother Ali. Thank you so much, Brother Ali, for your contribution. Said, did I cut you?
Maybe just a quick one for the question. If I have to, a lot of donors, yes, constructing mosques in out there in the rural areas, but you'll find their involvement is basically at the construction. It ends with the construction of the mosque. They leave it to the community to appoint an imam and all that and run the mosque.
Okay.
Because it's more expensive to run the mosque than to construct the mosque.
Lovely.
So
we will get to that. Still on the issue of mosque ownership, Brother Sultan, the structure. Before that, I'm told there's another call-in. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Horizon TV, hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's your name and where are you calling us from, brother?
My name is Abdullah.
Yes, Abdullah.
I'm calling from Marsabit.
Yes, Abdullah from Marsabit.
My name is Abdullah. I'm calling from Marsabit.
Yes, brother. What's your question or how do you want to contribute to the discussion this evening?
Yes, first of all, I want to thank you people. You are discussing a matter which is very important.
Yes, sir.
My question is...
Yes. Yes, brother. What's your question?
My question is, what are the leaders of the mosque and imams to do about the abuse of drugs and...
Sorry, I didn't get you clearly. What? Brother Abdullah, sorry. Brother Abdullah from Marsabit.
Yes.
Hello.
Sorry. I'm asking how this. You said that you can discuss on the member on the issue of the hijab.
Yes.
Yes, I'm talking. I see you. We're talking together.
Yes, yes, yes. I can hear you, Brother Abdullah. Would you mind repeating your question, please? Sorry, Brother Abdullah. If you get time, kindly please just kindly just call us back. I feel that's a very important question. It's only that I could not get it quite clearly. But still, we're discussing about mosque ownership, of which it's in tandem with the question from our first caller about donors who donate, they construct masajid, but again, they deem it incomplete because you're only constructing a prayer hall, but no madrasa, no residence for the imam, and no appointing of the imam.
Nam, I look at it this way.
Yes.
From what Brother Said has just said,
yes,
he has quoted a verse from the Quran. وَأَنَّ الْمَسَاجِدَ لِلَّهِ فَلَا تَدْعُوا مَعَ اللَّهِ. Donors, most of the donors who construct mosques, they construct those mosques for purposes of giving them back to the community.
Okay.
So that they don't want to be seen as owners of the mosque.
Lovely.
They want the community to take up that challenge of running the mosque by themselves.
Thank you so much. If you can just hold on that thought there because we are getting another call. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you and where are you calling us from?
I'm fine. My name is Mariam. I'm from Nakuru.
Yes, Mariam from Nakuru.
Yes. Okay, I have a question.
Sorry?
I have a question.
Yes, Mariam.
Okay, when we normally build these mosques in Nakuru,
Yes.
we don't get good imams. Like, most of the time they don't even, they don't come on time.
Okay.
Yes, and on top of it, we have random people who just enter the mosque whenever they want.
Okay.
Yeah, so what kind of, what can we do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mariam from Nakuru. Say hi to every person in Nakuru. Say we love them from Horizon TV. And so makbul to everyone from Nakuru.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, Brother Sultan.
Nam, should I respond to her question?
No, before that, just finish on your thought, and then her question is going to be structured in our next phase of discussion, which is the mosque management.
Yes. What I was saying actually is that the donors who construct mosques, they don't want to be seen as owners of the mosque. So that is why they give the mosque to the community, the local community, to run those mosques. Because if I have constructed a mosque and I'm the one running the mosque, definitely it will be seen as my mosque.
True.
Yeah. Which is totally against the teachings of
But
Islam.
all of those who construct the mosque and want to call shots in the mosque, who does this, who does that, who donates, who brings out, who contributes, who doesn't contribute, who gets involved, who doesn't get involved, like basically micromanaging the mosque. What about such situations, Ali Khalid?
It is, as explained by my colleagues, it is wrong to do such.
Okay.
As long as the interest of the mosque is of the community is not served through whatever the person is doing.
Thank you.
Then at some point, you see, when you need to have checks and balances. And like I said, the leadership of the mosque does not dictate that you build a mosque, then I can choose the imam tomorrow, fire him the other day, and whatever is done in the mosque. The leadership has to be very conscious of fearing Allah and adhering to what the Quran and the Sunnah says, and looking into the community as a whole. What is the need of the community?
If you can just hold on that thought there, because I'm getting, there's another call on air. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello. Hello, Horizon TV. We've lost him. Yes, Brother Ali Khalid, of which still on you. Maybe we take it a notch higher and discuss about the management of the masajid. In this day and age, we are in the 21st century. What is the ideal structure to manage a mosque, according to you?
The ideal structure is to get people who are learned, who know the Quran and the Sunnah, who know how the Prophet ﷺ used to manage his mosque. Because we know the best of examples is the Prophet ﷺ. Malasaf is what is happening in our masajids. The rich control the masajids. They could be ignorant of the deen. And the reason why is people have taken their leaders to be people who have money. Today politicians are being called leaders. I mean, it is not bad to have a leader who is a politician. But at some point, like a leader is someone who is fearful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will see in the seerah and you'll see in the history of Islam. So the Prophet ﷺ, whenever he sent someone as a governor or as a leader to any area, he was to be the imam. Mal-asaf is our imams today are not perceived as leaders. They are perceived as employees. So this runs down the mosque and you do not get the desired result from the masajids because everybody serves their own interest. The control of the committee is not something which is not to be considered. But as long as it is being done according to the Quran and Sunnah and according to whatever problems the people have, you will see in various institutions, in various times of the Prophet, the prophets used to highlight on the problems that the community had. Every prophet came, you see, like Lot came in the time of Qawm Lut. The issue of sorcery.
If you allow me to ask you to hold on the thought there, maybe our previous caller just came back on air. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello.
Horizon TV, hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kindly tell us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Alfan Athman. I'm calling you from Kapsabet.
Athman calling us from?
Kapsabet.
From Kapsabet. Brother Athman, karibu sana.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say hi to my chef, Ibaden.
Yes. Salamu zimefika.
Alaikum
salam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, come on.
Yes. Your question or contribution this evening, sir?
Of what is said, and I'm really eager to, I'm following it up here in Kapsabet, Kabusol.
Yes. Your question or contribution to the topic of discussion this evening, please. Thank you so much. Athman was calling to say hi to the Sheikh. MashaAllah, you must be having a...
Sorry.
Yes?
He has actually used my nickname,
Oh.
Kibaden.
MashaAllah. Do we have another call of Tumbo?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Before we go on a very short break where we, together with my panelists, are going to at least break our fast. Ali Khalid, I'm just going to allow you a few minutes to finish on your thought.
Yes, I was saying the management of the masajid has to be very critical on the ummah. What the ummah requires is what they're going to do in the mosque.
Yes.
And you will find that we need to have a blend of all. The old, the young. I mean, you don't have to need to have a mosque which is partisan to a certain tribe, partisan to a certain race. If you have collectivity, I mean, we are all in La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. There's a need that the management can be able to tackle. Every place has its own challenges.
Yes.
Even in Nairobi,
yes,
the challenges you have in Korogocho might not be the challenges you have in Jamia.
Okay.
So if the owner of the mosque is living in Lavington, does not know the challenges people are facing in Korogocho.
Professionally speaking, what should be the ideal management structure? Professionally speaking, because I mean we are talking about putting these things into centers. I mean, and we are in a technological era where education is so wide, is so open. So professionally speaking, what's the ideal structure of a mosque management?
Ideal structure, I will say, is you see, you don't need to manage a mosque by yourself.
Yes.
You need to do accounts, get an accountant.
Okay.
You need to do something, get a professional, someone to do the thing. If you'll be the accountant, the imam, everything lies with you, no accountability, nothing,
okay,
then it brings problems.
Lovely. Before I bring in Brother Muhammad Sultan, I'm going to bring you in. We have a call. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Who are you and where are you calling us from? Your beautiful name, please, and where are you calling us from, please?
I'm Sadia.
Hello.
Hello, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm Sadia.
Yes, Sadia. Hello.
Yes, I'm Sadia from Kibra.
Yes, from Kibra.
Yeah, you?
Hello.
Hello, I'm proud of you.
Hello.
Hello, I'm proud of you guys.
Now.
May Allah bless you.
Amen, amen, amen.
Yeah.
Amen, amen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keep on remembering us in your du'as, inshallah, from Kibra. That's my home area. Shout out to everyone at home, inshallah. Thank you so much. Yes, Brother Muhammad Sultan.
I just wanted to add on what he was talking about.
Yes.
About the ideal management of a mosque.
Yes.
That one has been explained very well in the Quran.
Yes.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ, and he gave the qualities of the people who should be, the ideal people who should be
running
managing
the mosque.
and running the mosques.
Okay.
So we need to go back.
For the benefit of our viewers, would you just mind touching on them briefly, just brush through them?
One has to be, you have to have taqwa. Taqwa, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the other one is
knowledge.
Yeah, you need to have knowledge.
Okay.
Both of the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you know very well that you are not qualified as per the verse that has been revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
then you step aside.
Then you step aside.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much and lovely for that. Remember, guys, 21951 is our SMS line. 0711707707 is our call-in live. I'm waiting for your calls. Let's get those questions coming in. And on social media platform, Horizontv Kenya, across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Let's talk. Hashtag Attractive Mosques. Hashtag Live Real Talk. Let's talk much about the activities that we should have in a mosque. In different areas, we're going to talk about people living in different living standard measures. Right, this after the break. In the meantime, let me and my panelists have something to bite. Assalamu alaikum. See you after the break.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Abu Najma with kids. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We love a prophet. We love a prophet. We love a prophet. We love a prophet. Abu Najma with kids. Abu Najma with kids. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Hadith. La 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 la. La 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 la. Salam Allah.
Join me every week for only 30 minutes to know more about our beautiful country Kenya. Kuna watu wa sita walishikwa. Kenya. It's fun. Sasa kompyuta kwa Kiswahili inaitwaje?
Kompyuta tajulia wapi? Shuleni bala.
Cha mkufu mwanaku ha. Akiha hu. Akiha hu bado kuna nusu ingine imebaki.
It's educative.
Kongo Karoba, Bibi Kagia, Oshengoreko, Fred Kubai.
Which Khalifa's time was the Quran compiled? Different cultures. Different languages. India. Papa John. All this is celebrating diversity. Ero, wait. I like you, Masai. This is a street quiz show.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are now at the Arena 1.
Luigi, just stand there.
And over here we have player of the day.
I'm back to beat Hamza's team.
Is it time?
I chose Surah Al-Mutaffifin. I don't know the names, but Nabi Isa said, I am a slave of Allah. Is it Prophet Luqman?
1 point for this team.
Welcome to Active Sunday.
Things which will happen at the last day, which is very shocking.
That's not fair because I wasn't here.
It's a happy, happy, happy day. Oh, what a happy day it is for Active Sunday.
Walk with us as we tell you the stories of our society.
Wengine atavaa mtandio kichwani utafikiri ni kijihandkerchief.
Enzi za wakati wa kusema ati alisema akasisitiza akihutubia wanahabari, enzi hizo hazipo tena.
Kwa kuchimbua na kunakili matukio kwa undani.
We want to create current awareness.
Ranging from adventure, human interest and inspirational stories.
Ili kuweza kukuelimisha, kukuburudisha na kukubumbuisha.
Words have been said, but now it is time to lay the foundation that will impact the world.
Terrorism is terrorism, no matter who is behind the trigger.
Angalia Uislamu ulipoanza ulianzaje? Ulianza kwa istidraj, ulianza kwa polepole. Wewe Adam alayhi salam, si umeonyeshwa kwamba ni bora kuliko malaika? Hawa malaika wamekusujudia wewe. Kwa hivyo hata ukiwa malakaini ni jambo kubwa kwa hakika, na wao wamekusujudia wewe. Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala anasema, wala talbisul haqqa, musichanganye haki au kweli bilbatili, na uongo. Katika tembo kuna dhambi nyingi na faida kidogo. Ukiwa wewe soma Qur'ani, ni uzuri utizame katika msahafu, ufikirie yale unayoyasoma.
Qur'ani kitabu changu, Qur'ani mwongozo wangu, Qur'ani mwombezi wangu, Qur'ani pumbao langu, Qur'ani kitabu changu, Qur'ani mwongozo wangu, Qur'ani mwombezi wangu.
You're watching Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
One second. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. And just during the break, as we were breaking our fast, I hope you remembered us in your du'as as well when you were breaking your fast. We were having a small discussion here regarding the topic that we are talking about, attractive mosque. We're talking about the mosque management. What is the ideal structure of managing a mosque? And we heard from both the gentlemen on my left side, but Said little spoke about the management. What are we looking at for as far as ideal management structure of a mosque is concerned?
I think that there's no real ideal structure per se. I mean, it's a question of what type of mosque do you have? You know, I don't think a mosque like Jamia Mosque is too big to compare with maybe another mosque somewhere else. But for me, whatever structure we put, whether you're going to run as a committee, whether you're going to put maybe a majlis, or a group of elders who run the mosque, there should be clear demarcation between those who do the policy, those who actually generate policy for the mosque,
yes,
versus those who are actually
implementing,
operationalizing, those who are day to day.
Thank you. If you can just hold on that thought just a little bit, because we have another call coming in. Horizon TV, hello.
From Kapsabit, yeah.
Horizon TV, hello.
Hello.
Yes. What's your very good name, sir, and where are you calling us from?
No, I just wanted to congratulate the program.
Yes.
And pass our best regards to Barin.
Where are you calling us from, sir?
From Kapsabit.
From Kapsabit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
brother,
brother from Kapsabit. Thank you so much for your congratulations. We are honored and humbled. Yes, brother Said.
Yeah, as I was saying,
yes,
we need to have a clear demarcation,
yes,
between the policymakers on one hand, and the managers, those who are doing operations, those who are at the mosque day in, day out, 24/7 a day.
You mean the secretariat?
The secretariat.
Ideally, a mosque should have a secretariat.
Ideally, a mosque should have a secretariat, whether you'll have a CEO, whether you'll have a secretary or whatever. Then you'll have the elders, the board, you know, the chairman and the members, and then that demarcation is very important, because the minute you make policy 1 minute, you also implement the same policy that you made just yesterday.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah, you'll be in trouble at a certain point.
Thank you so much. Yes. Another call here. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Your good name, please, ma'am, and where are you calling us from?
I'm Layla Abdi.
Yes. Where are you calling us from? Where are you calling us from?
Malindi.
Sorry?
Malindi.
Yes, yes, please. What's your question or contribution to our discussion this evening?
Nauliza, kwanza congratulations ya kipindi.
Naam?
Napongeza hiyo kipindi.
Thank you. Shukran sana.
Ya pili.
Naam.
Nauliza.
Naam.
Kama nanyonyesha alafu lazima nioshe matiti kama naenda kutoaje? Umeelewa?
Sawa. Swali hili shukran sana Auntie. Swali hili litajibiwa siku ya Jumanne inshallah. Siku ya Jumatano itajibiwa siku ya Jumatano katika kipindi cha Hala Ramadhani. Sawa, kuanzia saa 3 asubuhi mpaka saa 4 tutakuwa naye Rahma Swale akiwa pamoja na mashekhe akiwemo Sheikh Juma Amir na ataweza kujibu swali lako inshallah ya.
Inshallah.
Shukran sana kwa kuweza kutazama kipindi na kupongeza kipindi. Gentlemen, still talking about that, management, a pertinent issue, a very important question. The imams, who are they under? Who are they reporting to? Should they be just independent, reporting directly to the board or to the committee or to the donors of the mosque? Or should they report to the secretariat? Or should they just act openly, like do whatever they want, give khutbahs as they wish, as they please? Or should they be gagged, as we see in other countries, where the imam's khutbah has to be vetted by a select team, a select committee? How do you go about this?
Let me have a go at this.
Please.
Kassim. I think
the gentlemen are all smiling.
Let me have a go at this before my train of thought disappears. I think we should have a good balance. The imams should definitely not be controlled by anybody.
Okay.
Their control is Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay.
We already have those controls.
Yes.
The hadiths are clear.
Okay.
The Quran is clear.
Okay.
If you come and read when the imam even is leading us in prayers, the minute he reads a wrong verse, it will not take a second before he's corrected.
True.
So Allah has already put that control for us.
Okay.
But the question is, how do you manage? Which model do we use?
Okay.
So that we don't also have chaos in the mosque.
Okay.
You have the imam going one direction, the chairman going another direction, the people who pray in the mosque another direction.
Okay.
Definitely, you also need to run an organization. That means you need some sort of order.
Yes.
So for me, the imams should probably a good model could be where people discuss the office of the imam,
okay,
empowering the imams,
okay,
training. Let's take them to training in all.
What sort of training?
Especially
what sort of training?
Leadership training.
Okay.
Corporate governance training.
Yes.
Training of how they can PR, how they can deal with the public, how they can deal with the issues,
Yes.
and even to keep them abreast to current affairs, what is going on,
okay,
so that they are be able to respond to the issues.
So the imam should operate just freely,
but
not reporting to anyone per se.
But within, for us, for example, our imam is within the Dawah committee.
Okay. Okay.
We have a committee of Dawah.
Okay. Lovely.
So that kind of covers, administratively, where the imam falls into, and then, but the imam, when he's at the mimbar,
yes,
no one tells him what to say. Really.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm told there's a call. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello. Do we still have you? Too bad that you have to. Yes, brother Muhammad.
I just want to add something on what our brother said about the management of mosques.
Yes.
You find that there are mosques that are registered under the social services.
Yes.
Under CBOs.
Okay.
Which is also very important as per the system that we have in the country. Then we have other mosques that are registered under the Societies Act.
Yes.
That is under Attorney General's whatever.
Yes.
Which is also very important.
Yes.
Yes. And then we have mosques that are registered
under
NGOs.
Yes.
Under NGO Council.
Yes.
And what have you.
Yes.
So these registrations, we take them for granted, but they are very, very important.
Okay.
In the sense that we can even have trustees who can be responsible for the properties of the mosques.
Okay.
And if we don't have trustees, that is where we find ourselves in a very awkward position, whereby you find mosque properties are being taken away by other people.
Okay.
Yes.
Lovely. Thanks so much. Thoughts on the imam? There are some areas, just to maybe drop a spanner. Yes, the imam should have the freedoms. But imagine an area like Nairobi. Had we had an arrangement where at least we have a council or we have a set of scholars who would go through the khutbahs of the imam and set the themes for the imam of topics to be discussed. For example, today, being a Friday, this team analyzes what happened nationally and internationally within the week. It's Ramadan. China Muslims are being banned from fasting. So imagine talking about the ni'mah of freedom across all masajid in Nairobi. What's your opinion on that?
It depends on the situation, and every other situation calls for another issue. And we have national issues that are affecting all the Kenyans, maybe in Kenya. They can be addressed as maybe as a commentary or a special communication that you need to be addressed.
Yes.
And we have issues that are very grassroots issues that you might not have them being discussed on another level.
Okay.
That is why I say every other mosque has its own challenges and its own management systems.
So the khutbah should be domesticated?
Yes, the khutbah, it depends. You see, like I remember one of the imams when he was discussing a topic, he said one of his community members committed suicide.
Yes.
So he thought it was important for him to discuss the issue of suicide.
Lovely.
As in another masajid could have other challenges.
Thank you.
I would want
if
to have let me finish this.
Okay.
The khutbahs being very local to the community who are praying in a particular mosque.
To be very relevant to the particular area. Thank you so much. You have a call on air. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello. Hello, Horizon TV. It's like we have lost the caller. And again, now moving into the last segment of our show, whereby we are talking about societal vices that are happening within. I mean, and you've already preempted that discussion. We have Majin on Twitter, that is at Wamboyeg, is saying attractiveness is not important as Muslims' life should revolve around the mosque. Prayer, the madrasa, maktaba, clinic, learning institutions, youth development and counseling should be available. Attraction without substance is in vain. What are some of the activities that we should see in our masajid to tackle the societal vices that are happening around? I'll start with you, Brother Muhammad Sultan.
What I would say is that the Muslim Ummah is a society living in denial. What I mean is that we are running away from our shadow. We don't want to accept and mitigate on matters that are affecting our society.
Thank you so much. If you allow me just to hold you on that thought, because you have another calling on air. Maybe he is back. Assalamu alaikum, Horizon TV.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yes, your beautiful name, sir, and where are you calling us from?
My name is Yasin.
Yes.
Calling from Athiriva.
Yes.
Just wanted to ask.
Yes.
In an area like South Sea,
okay,
you can find a couple of mosques, expensive mosques.
Okay.
While some other area, there is not even a simple mosque.
Like which other area there's no single mosque?
Like, for example, Syokimau.
Okay.
Yeah, or Mlolongo. Mlolongo, there is one.
Okay.
But then now it's far from the residential area.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir. We are going to talk about that as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jazakallah khair. Yes, brother.
So we need, as a community, to accept that these vices are there within us, amongst the youth, the elderly people, women, and even children.
Okay.
So after accepting that the vices are there, then we can find a way on how to to mitigate on how to eradicate them or to reduce them within our society.
Okay.
Nah.
Lovely. What are some of those vices? Maybe Khalid, you can chip in there. What are some of those vices and what actually can be done at the mosque level to try and mitigate?
What I'd want to say is that the imams are not superhuman. They have their weaknesses. And Malasaf is our community feel like the imam can do everything.
Okay.
And this it's a wrong notion. They can answer every question. They can give every answer to everything. That is why we have to have professionalism in some of the fields that we work with.
Lovely.
You're an imam, you can talk about the Quran and Sunnah, discuss issues. But there's some, okay.
Horizontv, hello.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Karibu kwenye kipindi.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
My name is Zubair. I'm calling from Mombasa.
Yes.
My question is,
yes,
is the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
sorry,
imam? My question is,
yes,
the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
yes,
did any imam get salary from Rasulullah or from Beit Mal? Because when we look in the Quran,
yes,
Allah says, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ
Uswatun Hasana. Yes.
That is a good example from Rasulullah.
Yes.
Secondly,
yes,
when we see a mosque of society or community, you can see the mosque have any asset to help the mosque.
Okay.
But we look when we have a mosque like in Swahili area.
Okay.
The mosque is bankrupt.
Okay.
When the bills come, we have no money to pay the electricity bill.
Okay.
Any damage, even borehole. So what is our problem in my community as Islam?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. Regards to our Mombasa brothers and sisters. Yes, Brother Ali.
I'm saying the imams are not superhuman.
Yes.
They do have their speciality in maybe matters of Sharia.
Yeah.
The imam, if your wife is sick, you not take him to the imam. You'll take him to the hospital.
Even for Rukia.
If you need to take your child to school, you take him to a school.
Yes.
Rukia is something. Even Rukia, we had a discussion. You see.
Okay.
Not every sickness is a Rukia problem.
Okay.
Yes, you can have someone. We had.
But again, still on that thought, isn't it time, as he said, we try and empower these imams and take them for workshops, even if it's basic counseling sessions, basic psychological trainings. I mean, they are there to assist. The mosque of the Prophet was open for everyone.
The problem we have is, Brother Faisal, is the society has made the imam to become like they can do everything. We need to help them out. They cannot do these things by themselves. And the imams need to know that they cannot do everything. Not every aspect that comes to you, you can be able to solve it. We have professionalism if we embrace professionalism, we are going to move forward. But if the imam is always the focal point,
then it becomes a problem. If you centralize it, it's going to be a problem.
Yes. So
thank you so much.
The imam with the community, they need to come together, look at the problems that they have, and see how best they can be able to tackle such problems.
Thanks so much. If you just hold on that, Horizontv, hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Mimi nataka kuuliza moja kidogo.
Naam.
Kati ya mamti.
Sorry, just tell us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Mimi naitwa Nusu.
Sorry?
Nakana.
Yes, Brother Juma from Nakuru. Naam. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Brother Juma kutoka Nakuru.
Kutoka Nakuru.
Naam.
Kati ya imamu.
Kazi ya imam?
Na komiti kuna vile komiti. Kati ya komiti na imamu nani huwa
kati ya komiti na imam nani mkubwa? Okay, asante sana brother Juma na Ali Khalid naona shashika microphone tayari nataka kujibu swali lako kati ya imam na committee na
it depends it depends on what setup you have in the mosque.
Yes,
you need to appreciate that the committee is there to help the imam.
Yes,
but when the imam is overridden and being told don't discuss this, that's where the problem comes. But if the committee and the imam they work together, they sit together in a table, they discuss issues, and the Imam says, I'm going to have this issue in this way. If they have mutual understanding, you'll see that the community is organized. But if there's a rift between the committee and the Imam, or the committee has to sit on the Imam and dictate issues, then that's where the problem comes.
And maybe just address on the issue of salary for the Imams, because it's in tandem with what he said. Because the committee are the one who are sourcing for the salary for the Imams? Yes.
Let me just add on what we are discussing.
Yes.
You see where
As you please kindly address the salary for the Imams.
Yes.
Should they?
Yeah, they should. Where the confusion is, is that if we go back to the times of the Prophet, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the Imam.
Yes.
And he himself was the leader of the Muslim Ummah.
Okay.
After the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we had Abu Bakr, radiallahu anhu, who was also the Imam.
Yes.
And he was also Amirul Mu'minin.
So they never took salaries? Did they?
Got a salary.
He got a salary?
No, he got a salary. From the Baitul Mal.
From the Baitul Mal.
Yes.
And what about Umar and the other Khulafa?
I know Abu Bakr got a salary.
Abu Bakr got a salary.
About Umar, let me not go there. But Abu Bakr got a salary.
Got a salary. So the Imam should get a salary.
Though when he was about to pass away.
Yes. If you can just hold on that story, because I'm suspecting it's going to be very sweet story. But again, we have a caller on air. Horizontv, hello.
Hello. This is Hussein from Outer Ring, Nairobi.
Hussein from?
From Outer Ring, Nairobi.
From Outer Ring. Hussein from Outer Ring. Now, brother, welcome.
Yes. I was asking,
Yes.
Why don't we see like togetherness of Jamia Mosque, Al Huda, Ilm TV? Why don't we see you people together?
Why don't we?
We don't see like I don't know. Is my own thoughts? Is the reality? But I never see like Al Huda, Jamia Mosque, and the other one, the TVs and the mosque to be together. To give us like the Muslims in Nairobi and in Kenya.
Okay.
To build the togetherness of the Muslims.
To do what? Sorry.
To build the togetherness. The brotherhood of
bring
Muslims
togetherness and unity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brother Hussein, and thanks so much for preempting our topic, because next week we are going to talk about the supreme Muslim leadership. Who is the leader of the Muslims in this country? Thank you so much for preempting that topic, and we are going to talk about that. Brother Said, the story of Abu Bakr.
Yeah, and towards his end days, whatever was extra that he got, he returned it to the Baitul Mal.
Yeah.
So that was like a sadaqah from him. But the issue is, there is no problem in the Imam getting a salary.
Okay.
In fact, if they don't get a salary, how do you expect them to survive? You know,
they volunteer.
Yeah.
He said, "Laqad kana lakum fi rasulillahi uswatun hasana." That was the dalil.
Yeah, but the issue with the mosque, if you give me some allowance,
yes,
I think in terms of engagement with the ummah, and especially the less fortunate, we need to change and move away from welfare. Welfare meaning, handouts.
Okay.
You come, and handouts are good. You get a plate of iftar, you go, which is okay.
Okay.
You get something small and you move on to development. Where we look at, why can't we, even organize our youth into groups of 10? Let us organize them into groups of 10 or 20. Let us register them. Let them come with a car wash project, proposals. Let us fund that. This one we are funding, and this person will go and he become a fisherman. He'll be able to take care of himself.
No, by this you mean the mosque management.
Mosque management. This is what I mean. I'm proposing.
Yeah.
So that we because the fundamental problem we have is a problem of socioeconomics.
Okay.
A problem of poverty.
Okay.
We have people who are some people come to the mosque from morning up to evening. Not because they want to pray a lot, but because they have used it as an economic activity to come and a resource center where you can, which is sad, but also it is portraying our society, how we have we've not really addressed some of those challenges that we
I want to pick up on what Said has said.
Yes.
If you allow me.
Yes, sir. Sure.
You see, the problem is we can discuss. But we need structures. If I am someone who is facing some challenges in drugs, do I go to the imam and tell him, yeah, imam, I take hashish, I take cocaine. What will that imam do to me? We look in the Prophet, this boy came to someone and told him, I want to do zina. This is not just, the Prophet said, I want to do zina. He said, would you want it to be done to your sister, your mother, your auntie? He said, no. Then others don't want the same. So in our masajid, the imams, how low can they come to meet these challenges that are being faced by the community? Prophet used to play with Aisha, with dolls. That's how low he used to play with. You can imagine a scenario where someone comes to the mosque and says, Imam, please give me permission to go and do zina. That guy will not come out of that mosque.
True.
You see, so even the social issues that we have, drugs, prostitution, is there. The problem we have, like the brother highlighted, is we feel like these problems should not be discussed in the mimbar.
Thank you so much for that. We have another caller, Horizon TV. Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's your good name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Mumtaz Aslam Khan.
Yes, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Mombasa.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you. First of all, that's a very good forum you have.
Thank you so much.
And secondly, I wanted to comment on what my brother was saying, Said, about our Islamic mosque.
Okay.
I think it's time we move to having our mosques as resource centers.
Okay.
Yes, and it's one of those places that you can have some of these activities he's talking about.
Okay.
Muslims are very resourceful people.
Uh-huh.
And I think if we just have a resource center where people can actually have these issues, these matters discussed, you know, like a brain dump area, you know, so that even the people who are wandering around outside asking for alms, they know there's a resource center. You can actually go and register if you're needy. You can verify. Yeah, so that's just one of the issues I wanted to raise.
Thank you so much, sister. And actually, that's what we are talking about, converting the prayer halls into active centers. And Brother Muhammad Sultan actually corrected me by telling me that we are not really converting them, but we are actually going back to the way of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the exact same thing that a brother from Mombasa as well asked, it's very good if we had resource centers.
Yes.
But again, yes, no. We had another caller. We had another caller who asked about the salary for the imams and broke mosques. The mosques have no resources, which it's again, it's a pertinent question.
Can I jump in terms of the mosques with limited resources?
Broke mosques.
Broke mosques.
Yes.
you know when you do a mosque. It should not be a parachuted development project.
Thank you. If
you've just
I'd love you to hold it to hold it on there because my director is telling me we have another caller. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. What's your good name, sir, and where are you calling us from?
Wa alaikum salam. My name is Haj Maina.
Your name is?
I'm calling
Haj Maina?
I'm calling from Nakuru.
Haj Maina from Nakuru. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Yes.
My comment is on the status of imams.
Okay.
The status of imam is not right. One,
sorry, I didn't get that clearly.
It's not right.
Okay, if the imam is not right?
Earlier on you said the imam should be the local leader, community leader.
Okay, yes.
But at times, you look at the imam, he has no capacity.
Okay.
One, I don't know why Muslims select either school dropouts or people with a very low qualifications.
Okay.
Academic qualifications.
Okay.
So you find the imam, he cannot discuss any intellectual subject. And he's supposed to be the community leader.
Okay. Thank you so much, Haji Baina, for your sentiments. Thanks so much, Haji Baina, for your sentiments. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. Because of time, I had to tell you that, and maybe I'm going to rush through with my panelists as you talk of broke mosques, and we bring in one last issue for our discussion because of time.
Yeah, I was saying,
yeah.
These projects, these mosques, the community must be involved in a way that they actually have ownership, they feel a sense of ownership of these mosques. I'll give you an example. You go to a mosque maybe in Garbatula. They'll tell you the imam has no salary. But when there's a wedding, they will contribute a lot of money for the wedding.
Yes.
They will tell you the toilet is down, it's broken. Then they'll bring somebody all the way from Garbatula to my office to get help, or from some corner of Kenya.
To get help from Jamia Mosque?
Yes, for a toilet that costs 6,000 shillings to make.
But they'll contribute locally.
But at the same community, when their daughter is getting married,
really
the money will be there.
Thank you so much.
So I think we as the Ummah, we must take initiative.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Horizontv, hello.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's your good name, sir, and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Marsabit. My name is Abdullah.
Yes, Abdullah from Marsabit. Karibu tena.
I'd like to ask you, what is the criteria of qualification to be an imam?
Qualifications of an imam?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your question. Inshallah, if we get time, we'll definitely answer that question, inshallah. Thank you so much for your question, brother. Jazakallah khair. Yes, brother Said. Yep. We are talking about the broke mosque, and you say the communities should take initiative.
The communities should take initiatives.
Okay.
Yes, there might be donors who have come, they've built a mosque, well and good.
Yes.
But even when these donors come to build the mosque, they should work with local CBOs,
yes,
local people.
Yes.
Even the grassroots.
Yes.
I mean, the community should be involved in actually doing something, even before the mosque is constructed.
Okay.
Public participation.
Very
let them
important.
come in, that is the only time they will understand that, look, this mosque belongs to you. The donors will not be here forever. The imam must be paid. You must pay him.
Just to add on that, someone who was in South Africa said that in South Africa, for example, a mosque situated in a high-end area, what they used to do is the resident in that area, they would each contribute a chunk of their salaries for the imam's salary to match the residents of that area. Our last topic of discussion this evening, ladies and gentlemen, mosques distribution. If you look at the figures that we read earlier, according to Al Bayan Daily, a report by Deloitte Dubai. But before that, we have another call on air. Horizontv, hello. We have lost him, unfortunately. As I was saying, a report by Al Bayan Daily says that we have at least 3.6 million masajid distributed globally. But again, it appears that these masajid are not equally distributed. As one of our callers said, we have a lot of expensive mosques in areas like South Sea, Kilimani, but again, we don't have mosques in areas like Syokimau, Mlolongo, and other areas. Distribution of mosques. What is the criteria that I'm going to construct a mosque in a particular place? Brother Muhammad Sultan.
Naam. I think what we need to do is that before constructing a mosque, we need to do a feasibility study.
Okay.
After doing the feasibility study, it will help us know the number of Muslims in that area or the catchment areas.
Yes.
So after knowing that, then the mosque can be constructed.
Yeah.
2, after constructing a mosque, we need also to have a strategic plan for that mosque, whereby the mosque can have a waqf and how to run the mosque, the management of the mosque, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
The biggest problem that as a community we face is that we run our organizations without a strategic plan.
Okay.
Be it a 2-year strategic plan or a 5-year or 10-year strategic plan. We do just run them haphazardly.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks so much. If you can just hold on that thought, because you have another caller coming in. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello. Hello, Horizon.
Yes, please. Habari gani?
Salama sana. Your good name, sir, and where you're calling us from, tafadhali. Hello, Horizon TV.
Nasema hivi, kama unanisikia?
Horizon TV, hello. The connection is not as good. Inshallah, when you want to call us, kindly reduce the volume of your television so that we can be able to communicate, and kindly try and be a bit audible. But again, we are on the process of winding up our show. Brother Muhammad Sultan, if you could just finish your point.
Yeah, last but not least, is that each and every mosque need to have a waqf. So that it can be self-sustainable, because a mosque needs to pay salaries for the workers, electricity, water, and pay other bills that are required for the mosque.
Yes.
So if you have a mosque without a waqf, then definitely you will be going around begging.
It's going to be a challenge.
It is going to be a challenge.
Thank you so much. Horizon TV, hello. Horizon TV, hello.
Halo, habari yako?
Salama sana, habari yako mzee?
Nzuri sana, ujambo? Mimi naitwa jina Nur Abdullahi.
Abdullahi, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Abdullahi, kutoka wapi?
Makindu.
Kutoka wapi Abdullahi?
Makindu.
Makindu, karibu sana. Salimia watu wa Makindu. Tupe swali lako. Jioni ya leo.
Naweza kuendelea na swali yangu nafikiri.
Naam?
Naweza kuendelea na fikra zangu na swali yangu hiyo.
Tafadhali.
Shukran.
Naam.
Ninachouliza ni hivi.
Naam.
Uislamu tunachopata habari ya kwamba baraka iko. Na siku ya jana usiku kuna mmoja nilisikia kitu inaitwa baraka hakuna.
Naam.
Watu wakienda hija, wakienda kuhiji, wanashumushumu Kaaba na hiyo bao kutoka China mlango yake, kitu kama hiyo ameongea jana usiku mtu. Mtume wetu alipopelekwa Isra akateremshwa katikati mahali mingi, akamwambia hapa ndugu yako mtume fulani, hapa ndugu yako mtume fulani, usali yuko na baraka hapa siku za Isra, na akasali hivyo, na hiyo ni baraka. Msikiti ni baraka, kwenda kwa kusali kwa msikiti iko na baraka kuliko kusali nyumbani. Mtu anaeneza kitu kama hiyo, mnajua na mbona hamjui anapinga kitu kinaitwa baraka.
Okay. Shukran sana brother kutoka Makindu. Asante sana, fikisha salamu zetu kwa jamaa na marafiki na mandugu wote maeneo ya Malindi. Shukran sana. Brother Ali Khalid, brother Muhammad Sultan, I hope you are done.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Ali Khalid, distribution of masajid, as you're giving us your parting shot as well.
You see, the thing is, Distribution is not a big issue when you know why you want a mosque.
Okay.
They say you use the mosque to build people, not people to build a mosque.
Okay.
A mosque has a purpose.
Yes.
If the purpose is this estate needs a mosque because it is going to increase the amount of money people are going to buy a house, it defeats the purpose.
Okay.
If Friday khutbah in this mosque and this mosque they collide, it defeats the purpose for having a mosque. The same, you cannot tell someone, don't build a mosque. It is very simple that you will see places where people have money, they can have more mosques.
Okay.
A place like Isli. But the question remains.
Yeah.
You have 12 masajids, 15, 20 in the same place. What is the purpose of that mosque? What role does the mosque play towards building the capacity of that community?
Thank you. If you can just hold on that thought, probably the last call this evening. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Horizon TV. Unfortunately, we lost him. Ali Khalid, if you could just wind up on your parting shot, please.
I am saying that a mosque has a purpose.
Yes.
I'll give an example of what we have in our mosque. I mean, I am in two masajids basically, Masjid Al-Amin and Park Road. Alhamdulillah, in Park Road, as you can see during Ramadan, we've been having this iftar program, distribution of food to the poor. And what we need to ask ourselves, what do they eat in the 11 months that they're not given food? Alhamdulillah, in Park Road, we've been able to have a community that we've been able to feed the poor for the whole year round.
Okay.
In Al-Amin Mosque, we have our main agendas being infrastructure, education, and community empowerment.
Yeah.
What we're working on now is a model on how you can be able to empower the community, be it economically. We do have sessions of counseling sessions. We know the problems you have in our community is part of it is drugs, part of it is a high rate of divorces. We do have a premarital counseling session. We do have sulhu sessions.
Yes.
We do post-marital counseling.
Yeah.
We do have drugs counseling sessions.
Yes.
We want now to build a model of microfinance that we can be able to assist the community.
Yes.
It requires not only for you to be able to give someone money, they need to go through a process, you need to go through a vetting, they need to go through training that they can build capacity of these people. Most of us, what we do, we just issue handouts. Someone can decide to go buy chips and kuku and then is done. So we need proper structures in the masajids. Number two, what we need to do is work together. There's no competition. If our interest is the ummah, Park Road, Al-Amin, South Sea, Isili, if we come together as an ummah, remove the issue of having competition in, this mosque belongs to who, this mosque belongs to what, I'll build my mosque and this, no. If our interest is in the ummah, then we can come together as an ummah and be able to reach far, far much more. So to me, my parting shot is, as Muslims, let us know why we have the masajids, build capacity of the imams. Most of our imams are people who are looked down upon. You see an imam, you just look at someone who's desperate.
Ali, if you can allow me just to hold your thought there. Horizon TV, hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's your good name and where are you calling us from, sir?
Adam Shizumba from Kwale.
Naam?
I'm Adam Shizumba from Kwale.
Where are you calling us from, Brother Aden?
Kwale.
Kwale. Karibu sana, Brother Aden from Kwale.
Okay. I was suggesting that we hold a bit receiving phone calls because the discussion is too good to be interrupted. Yes.
Sorry, would you mind just bring up your question again, please, sir?
No, it's not a question.
Okay.
I was saying that our panel there, they don't have good time to speak to us because we keep on calling. If there's answering a question or contributing, we keep on receiving on phone calls from.
Thank you so much, Brother Adan, and say hi to all our brothers, sisters, friends from Kwale County. Salams. Thank you so much. Brother Said, parting shot.
I think my parting shot really is that our our problem is about leadership, really. If you look at the problem of distribution, for example, of mosques, most people come together and decide to build a mosque, maybe in South Sea or somewhere in Nairobi. They don't necessarily go to any institution or any overarching body to advise them, look, we already have a mosque there, go to Buruburu, there is no mosque in Buruburu. Go to this, let's channel our resources. So as Ali Khalid is saying, we need to work together. I think some time ago we used to have something called Joint Masajid Program.
Yes.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
That was a classic, a very good vehicle of how mosques could come together and work together on emergency issues, on welfare issues, on education, and many other things.
Yes.
And really, without working together and leadership, we have a problem. We'll always have that problem of mosques being concentrated in certain areas. Other areas, they are no mosques, or they are just very rudimentary kind of structures there.
Yes.
And going forward, we need to invest in training.
Capacity
building, not just of the imams,
yes,
of the administrators, of the accountants, of all those who are going to run the mosques, and also committee members. Committee members need to learn their role. What is their role in these structures? And once people's capacities have been built, you'll definitely see a change in terms of output.
Wow.
In terms of output, you'll see those changes. The reason why, actually, anytime you see a problem, whether it's a mosque, whether it's a madrasa, it is a reflection of the society. You get the leaders you deserve.
Wow.
Now, so basically, as I was saying, if you can manage a 1 million wedding, but you can't manage to fix a toilet in your
6,000 toilet,
6,000 toilet, there's a problem. Your priorities are all mixed up.
Wow.
Then you cannot come and say, really, we have a problem. The problem is with us.
And the mosque should help us in setting up.
And a mosque should be the first step in terms of helping change that.
Lovely. I'm going to take your final parting shot, Brother Muhammad Sultan. Very few minutes.
What I would like to say is that we need to invite our neighbors into the mosques.
Yes.
As we all know, that Kenya is a country where Muslims are the minority. So the non-Muslims who are neighbors of the mosque, we need to invite them into the mosques, just the way the Prophet ﷺ used to do, so that we teach them and make them understand what Islam is and the role of the mosque is.
Okay.
That is very important. Just the same way the Jamia Mosque and the mosque in South Sea did.
Yes.
Other mosques should also
follow
do the
suit.
same.
Okay.
Yeah, and this will help a lot for these non-Muslims to understand Islam.
Thank you so much. And being our inaugural episode, and our topic this evening was attractive mosque, as my director and producer Suleiman of Tumbo is going to show you some of the beautiful mosques around from UAE, Dubai, and in the Arab world, not forgetting Turkey and China. I'm just going to read some of your comments here. Saleh Salim, who was watching us from abroad, he said the mosque is used as a place of education, worship, and a community center. Halima Ibrahim is saying Jamia is a good initiative, but your madrasas are very expensive. Hassan Juma says our Muslim communities are rotten, and it is high time we tackle these problems head on. Immorality has eaten into our communities, and the core drug has eaten into our communities to the core. Drug abuse, prostitution, adultery are becoming a norm in our communities, and the imams cannot address these issues during Friday khutbah. This is a challenge. Another one from South Sea is saying our mosque, despite it being beautiful, he says that our mosque has 2 ICT centers, one for the ladies, another one for the gents. Our mosque has a fully equipped library for the gents as well and for the ladies. Our mosque as well, he says, hosts a TV station and hosts he hosts a TV station, and we have counseling session and other youth programs. Jamia Mosque as you've heard, all of you host a TV station as well, which is Horizontv, the beacon for the nation, has Jamia Training Institute, amongst other programs. I mean, we need to go back and convert this mosque, not only prayer halls, but active youth centers, active ladies centers, active kids centers, a center where I can feel welcome. Anyone from the community can feel welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, it is at this juncture that we wrap up our discussion this evening in studio in our inaugural episode of Live Real Talk. Let's meet next week, same time, same place, when we will be talking about the supreme Muslim leadership in the country. I have been your host, Faisal Kassim, and it was a pleasure to host all of you in this amazing episode of the Live Real Talk. Until next time, we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and adios, amigos.
You're watching Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.